Is this George Orwell?
Yeah.
I'm your #1 fan. And
Oh my gosh.
I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. Is that alright with you?
Alright.
Alright. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Where were you born?
I was born at Moihari, Bengal, India, June 25th, and I'm son of Richard.
What type of neighborhood did you live in?
Well, I moved a lot, and I was sent to different schools, so I can't really answer that question.
What ethnicity are you?
I'm white.
Really? What did your parents do?
They're part of the Indian Civil Service.
Alright, so why did you decide to write books?
When I sit down and write a book, I do not say to myself, I'm going to produce a work of art. I write it because there is some lie I want to expose, some fact to which I want to draw attention. My initial concern is to get a hearing.
Interesting. So, how many books have you written?
I wrote 12 books so far. Hey, I have another caller waiting, so I guess that's it.
Why? I have more questions.
Sorry.
This is unbelievable.
Hello?
Hello? Is this George Orwell?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like your #1 fan.
Oh, for sure?
Yeah, and anyways, I have some question for you.
Alright.
Well, first of all, what are all your books called?
Well, there's Down and Out in Paris and London, Burmese Days, A Clergyman's Daughter, Keep the Aspidisha Flying, The Road to Wigan Pier, Homage to Catalonia, Coming Up for Air, Inside the Whale, The Lion and the Unicorn, Animal Farm, Critical Essays, and my last book, 1984.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Well, where have you traveled before?
I've been around India, England, Paris, London, Spain, and Morocco.
Why would you travel there?
For teaching, writing, and because of my health.
Oh, well, why did you acquire a pen name?
I just wanted to conceal my identity.
Where do you live now?
Possible Sanitarium, Cram, Gloucestershire, because of my health.
Well, are you going to write more books?
Most likely not.
Oh, man. Do you have a wife, or are you married?
Yes, her name is Sonia Bromwell.
Do you have kids?
No.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so I don't have any more time, so I guess I'll see you later.
No! I'm your #1 fan!
Welcome to the morning show with Rick. We have special guest star George Orwell, famous author of 1984. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, George. I read your book, 1984. It's a really disturbing novel. Why did you write it?
Well, Rick, I want to tell everyone about the dangers of totalitarianism. 1984 is a political novel written with the purpose of warning readers in the West of the dangers of totalitarian government. Now, I witnessed firsthand the totalitarian governments in Spain and Russia.
Really?
Yeah, and they would go to any length to sustain and increase their power. And I wanted to tell the story of 1984 to sound the alarm in Western nations still unsure about how to approach the rise of communism. Well, in 1949, the Cold War had not yet escalated, and many American intellectuals supported communism. I completely disagreed with this, and I wanted to warn everyone of the nation how bad totalitarian government and communism is. In the American press, the Soviet Union was often portrayed as a great moral experiment. I, however, was deeply disturbed by the widespread cruelties and oppressions I observed in communist countries, and I seem to have been particularly concerned by the role of technology in enabling oppressive governments to monitor and control their citizens. This was my main inspiration for the book 1984, which is very disturbing, as it was meant to be. And much of my inspiration of 1984 came from the Soviet Union under the totalitarian leader, Stalin. There is also an extensive and institutional use of propaganda. This was also found in the totalitarian regimes of Hitler and Stalin. I based many aspects of the Oceanian society on the Stalin-era Soviet Union. In the book, there is the 2 Minutes Hate, where the people of Oceania hated the common enemy of the government named Emmanuel Goldstein. The 2 Minutes Hate was based on Stalinism's habitual degradation of its enemies and rivals, and the description of Big Brother, the supposed leader of Oceania, bears a physical resemblance to Stalin. The party's proclaimed great enemy, Emmanuel Goldstein, resembles Leon Trotsky, in part because they were both Jewish and they had the same physical description, and Trotsky's real last name was Bronstein, which is similar to Goldstein. In addition, the treatment of several characters in the novel resembles the famous Moscow trials during the Great Purge in the Soviet Union.
Well, that's all the time we have for our show.
Thank you for having me here, Rick.
Alright. Stay tuned next time when we interview Michael Jackson.
Hi, I'm Winston Smith from the book 1984, and George Orwell is at my house right now, and I'm here to ask him a few questions.
Yeah! Thanks for having me here.
You're welcome. Welcome to my home.
Hello, Mr. Smith.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I think I have some time to spare.
Can you state your full name for the record, please?
George Orwell, or formerly known as Eric Arthur Blair.
What would you like me to call you?
You can call me Eric.
So, why did you create 1984?
I wanted to show just how bad the government could be.
Well, why did you call it 1984?
It was supposed to be when the future existed.
Are the characters supposed to represent anything?
Some of them are.
Does Big Brother represent anything?
Yes, he does.
Do you want to tell me?
He represents...
No. That can't be true. That's too bizarre.
I know.
So, why didn't you call her Julia Meg?
Because Meg would be a horrible name.
Why did you name me Winston?
Because your name should have represented wisdom.
Why did you make me old in the story?
Young people don't have wisdom.
Why didn't you include other countries or places setting somewhere else than Oceania?
London was one of my favorite places, and Great Britain was a superpower in the 17th century.
Is Goldstein real?
Of course.
Why did O'Brien say he was fake?
O'Brien wants you on the side.
So, does that mean this book is real too?
Yes.
Who really wrote it?
Goldstein.
Alright, now for a commercial.
Oh no, the thought police.